all the things you had to do this morning, conversations you had to have. I talked to both of my parents, so that's always interesting. They've been divorced since I was 4, so it's always very separate, totally different conversations. My dad's a history nut, so Spanish flu, was actually started on my wedding day, in 1918, March 11th. Who would have known? I didn't know that. Good to know. Thanks, Dad. Really good information. All right, and then letting all that go, letting it go, letting it go. Just kind of literally having a spark right out, letting go, letting go, letting go. Cool. And I'll actually take off my glasses so you guys see my eyes. All right, trying a wide lens here for the practice. And then coming to a place of stillness. If you can, come to the tip of your chair. And we're relaxing the feet. I'm having my feet a little wider than hip width here. So my knees right over my ankle. If you have longer limbs, you might actually put a blanket underneath your tush. And if you have shorter limbs, you might want to put a blanket underneath your feet, or even blocks if you have any props, or even a book. A thick book can help. So depending on how long or short the limbs, chairs seem to be made for my height. I'm 5'5", and so all chairs fit me perfectly. So I am that height. So just kind of notice for you if you need any adjustments. And you can also put a blanket or a pillow or a bolster behind you to help you support you. So you can almost be leaning back on it, but I want you to really have as straight of a spine as possible. So just to start like this. Yeah, welcome everybody to our chair body love practice. And I'll ring the bell 3 times to bring us into this moment, allowing yourself to listen not only with your ears, but with your whole body. Just bringing in all the sounds in the room, all the sounds outside the room, just letting them be a part of this practice, a part of this moment. Even if there's an energy to the rooms or outside the room, just acknowledging presence of that. Noticing the temperature against the room you're in, or if you happen to be outside like me, just noticing the temperature against your skin. What parts of your body have different temperatures depending on the clothing that you're wearing, having socks on or not on. Just acknowledging this outer layer, right? And then relaxing the eyes, like they're just resting on these soft pillows, each eyeball just resting on the most perfect temperature pillow. Just allowing those eyes to really soften. Notice if you can relax the forehead, the jaw, maybe even opening your mouth. Just opening the jaw a couple times, just really releasing any tension in the jaw and the cheeks. And having a sense of even relaxing your ears and the back of your neck, and the back of your head. Start to notice your normal spontaneous breath. We're not changing the breath just yet. Just noticing how clear each nostril is. If you're breathing from your chest, your belly, your low belly. And notice if you can soften the belly just a little bit more. Just notice if you're holding in any way in the belly, and if you can strengthen and lengthen the back. So on the inhale, I want you to strengthen and lengthen the back so it's a little bit taller. And on the exhale, relax the shoulders, and even having a sense of relaxing the belly. Just notice what parts of your body move as you breathe. Allowing your thoughts to soften, and just notice how distracted you might be. Just letting that be okay. right? There's something you read or something you talked about earlier today or this week, and just giving it to Mama Earth, giving it to below your feet. Imagine that you're actually stomping on that right now, right? You don't need to think about it right now. You're going to squish it down. I'm actually feeling my feet on the earth right now, on the dirt and the grass, so a little bit more of a sensation. But even if you're on carpet or wood floor or cement, just kind of really having that sense of, oof, my feet, you can even stomp down a couple times. I don't need to think about this right now. I'm going to take a big inhale and exhale, release. Let's make some noise 3 times. Use your whole body to breathe in and out. So we're going to inhale. Eyes are still closed if that's available. 2 more times. Any noise that feels good. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Still with your eyes closed. If that's available, you can always look down. We're going to rub our hands together in front of our hearts, creating some energy, some heat, some warmth, some magic, some nourishment. Oh my gosh, so much can happen between those hands. Creating your healing hands. My mom asked me, where did you get your healing hands? And I'm like, you have healing hands too, right? We all just have to create and be aware and notice. So get those really hot. So if your fingers are cold, I want you to go a little faster. And we're moving the left hand to the heart, right hand over the left. Bow to your heart. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Acknowledging that you have your own greatest wisdom throughout our practice, and to listen to that, especially virtually. Taking care of your body as much as you possibly can. And if you have your own yoga practice, modify. Do what's good for you. Bust out your mat. If you're like, you know what, I'm not feeling the chair yoga. We're mostly been sitting and standing today. So if you're like, I want to crawl on the floor, invite that in. Setting a simple intention for your practice. 1 word. What would feel supportive for you right now? Take a deep breath and release the hands down. Bring the arms up. Inhale, reach the arms up, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center, bringing a nice heart around yourself. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale out, creating this bubble of safety, even if it's for this hour. Inhale and exhale. Let your body really guide the movements, right? Just look at the screen. Oh my God, a spider is on me. Okay, distraction. Got it. Back to normal. Whew, that one hasn't happened, I have to say, and it was red. All right. Inhale, reach the arms out. Bend the elbows, spread the fingers, really nice. So option 1 is actually bringing your hands to the shoulders. Okay, and I just want you to, if your shoulders are really tight, if your neck's really tight, I want you to bring the hands to the shoulders. Option 2, coming to cactus arms, kind of making a W kind of out of your body. Elbows come back, chest lifting forward, lumbar and thoracic spine, part of your spine, the lower and mid parts of your spine are neutral, really making this about the shoulder area. Inhale, exhale, forearms come together or hands come together, chin to chest. A few times here at your own pace. Inhale, lifting the chest up, feeling the elbows come back, and then exhale, hands come together. Maybe the forearms come together, chin to chest. Option 3 is bringing the arms wide, like beautiful wings that you are. Inhale, exhale, palms come together, chin to chest. Nice. Just a few times here at your pace, really feeling the expansiveness of your arms, of your chest. Nice. 1 more time. And exhale, hands together. Interlace the fingers. Reach the wrist towards the screen. Relax the shoulders back. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, bring the arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching them up about shoulder height. And exhale. 1 more time. Just opening up the carpals here in the wrist. Nice. And then exhale, come down. And then we're going to just press our hands out in front of us like we're kind of pushing into a wall. They're about shoulder height. Looks a little higher on the screen, but I'm about shoulder height here. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale. Fingertips come to the earth. So inhale up, exhale down. We're going to do that 5 times. So 3, 4, and 5. Nice. And then we're going to do windshield wipers. So we're going to bring those so the palms are facing towards the screen. I'm sorry, the outside of the hands, and then we're going to bring them out to the left and then out to the right. So windshield wiper. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling this in my arms. Nice. checking out just this beautiful windshield wiper. And then we're going to come palms to the screen. Inhale. Exhale. We'll just do that 3 times. 2 and 3. Nice. Relax the hands down if you didn't already. And then we're going to bring our hands to the back of the chair. Option 1, depending on your chair, you can also grab a strap. Okay, so I'm coming to the tip of my chair and I'm just going to open the strap out. So it's up to you. You can either use the strap like this to get a little bit extra shoulder stretch or bring the hands to the back of the chair. Okay, so depending on what's going on with your body, your chair, and what's available to you, kind of check in with that. And then we're going to hang out here for just 3 breaths. Okay, so I'm going to do the one with the strap. That's just feeling better with me today in my shoulders. I'm bringing them a little wider, feeling the chest lifting up, taking a couple breaths here. Beautiful. And one more breath. And releasing. And then we're going to do a fold. So we're going to bring our forearms down to the thighs and we're going to come about halfway. So I want my spine parallel to the floor if that's available. So hands resting, forearms on the thighs, staying right here, or you can bring your hands down to the floor if that's available. Really relaxing the neck. It's coming into a fold. If you have a standing fold in your practice, go ahead and do that. You're welcome to do that. Modify for your body. Breathing here. One more breath. And hands come to the top of the thighs if you're in that deeper fold. Hands to the thighs. Pushing yourself up with your hands. Squeeze the shoulders back. Feel the chest lifting up. Exhale, roll the shoulders forward. Sitting cat-cow here with the hands down. Just really having a sense of focusing on the shoulders. Your neck is just flowing to each direction, okay? So chin comes down, comes back. Just let that neck follow along. Beautiful. Just a couple more times. Yes. And coming back to neutral. Shake it out a little bit. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hands. Stand up if that feels good, right? Kind of shake out. Do a little dance. Okay, I forgot to say you can put on music if you want in your background because I can't hear it. So do a little dance seated or standing. Just like take a moment to kind of check in. What's going on with my wrists? What's going on with my ankles? What's going on with my hips, my knees? What's going on with my joints? All right, so just kind of check in with that. I like to have a little fun. I'm not the most serious yoga teacher. There's lots of them out there. Welcome to find them. They're awesome too. Totally awesome. I am just a little more silly. So we're going to do some side bending. Okay, so this whole time I've been sitting at the tip of my chair. I'm not sagging back. So just notice if you did that, right? Did you sag back? Did you lose the integrity of your spine? And if you're feeling hard to sit up this long, grab some support for that low back or for the whole back ideally, right? A pillow, a bolster ideally, something really firm. Sometimes it's a couple different pillows. So we're going to come do some side bend. Okay. And then we're going to bring a hand. I'm going to scoot over to the right. Left hand comes, I'm mirroring the screen here. Left hand comes to the chair. We're going to bring that right hand out to the side and we're going to side bend over to the left. Okay, so it's up to you on where this arm goes. It can go here, here, here. I'm bending that lower elbow. We're going to do a dynamic movement here. So inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, side bending. So you're also welcome to bring that bottom arm down to the ground or to a block. Okay, inhale, come back to center. Let's do this a few more times at your pace. So you decide which version works for you. I really want you to focus the hips, the pelvic floor, the sit bones are rooted down, okay? And then it's focusing on the side body. So a few more breaths here, really opening up the rib cage so we can all breathe a little deeper, right? Doesn't that sound great? Yes. Yes, I want to breathe deeper. One more time. This time we might hang out here. Option 1, continue with the dynamic movement. Option 2, pause, okay? Couple breaths, feel that top shoulder back just a little bit, looking forward or up, really feeling into that side body. Beautiful, everybody. Nice. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center, using those feet. Arms come out to the side. 3 breaths, or bring the arms up, or cactus arms. You decide, where do your arms belong here? Relax face, relax jaw, relax forehead, relax eyes. What's your breath doing right now? Letting your body, right, guide this practice, attempting to let our mind soften, the thoughts soften, not worry, just focusing on being kind. One more breath to ourselves, right? Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just bringing in that love, bowing to your heart one more time. Just honoring wherever you're at today. Just having a sense of honoring and surrendering to your process, your limbic system, right? You can think of it as below the neck. Let's let this part guide us, right? Let the neocortex, the brain, kind of soften. Let's take one more breath here. And relax the hands down. I'm going to scoot over to the other side of my chair, whichever side you didn't do, but I'm mirroring the screen. So I'm going to bring the right hand to the bottom of my chair. And again, the integrity of my spine is still sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach that left arm out. Exhale, bending that bottom arm. Inhale, coming back to center, finding length. And then exhale, and then you decide how deep you want to go on this side. This side might be very different, right? Maybe that bottom arm comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. Just kind of checking in with what your body needs with love and compassion. Yes, love and compassion, let it guide you. It's true, I seem to sing sometimes with the virtual yoga classes. I don't know why. I think it's because I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. So it just brings in my little Angi, my very happy times. Maybe next time you're going to pause for a couple breaths. Okay, maybe the hands come to the floor. Maybe the hands stay. For me on this side, I'm going to bring my hands still. It's going to stay on the chair, and I'm going to reach that top shoulder back, twisting just a little bit from my torso, maybe looking up. Couple more breaths. You got it. Opening up that whole left side body. Yes, yes, yes. One more breath. And coming back to center one more time. Arms come up. Maybe they come into cactus arms, maybe hands to the shoulders. You decide here. Just embracing wherever you are at today. Bring in that intention for your practice. Did you have a word? If you didn't, bring in a word right now. What would feel really nourishing for you? Bringing that in. I just thought of global turn on, but like really turning myself on. How am I turning myself on in this moment, right? It doesn't even have to be first thought sexual, and then the second thought's, oh yeah, I could just light my inner fire. That doesn't have to be sexual, right? So just listen to that. What does that mean for you? Take a breath. And exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Shake it out again. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Stand up. Shake it out. Shake it out. Is anybody in the room? No? Okay, cool. You can do that crazy dance move that nobody sees. I didn't even turn around from the camera just for a second. I'm not even looking at you. Nobody's looking at you. I hope nobody's looking at me just for 10 seconds, right? Just kind of do your dance move. I'm seeing some bees right in my face. Yep, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. All right, lots of insects out today. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, back to our seat. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yes. All right. Let's bring those knees a little wider. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I apparently have a pretty good time by myself doing these videos. All right. We're going to do some big heart circles. So inhale and then exhale forward. And we're going to leave your hands on your thighs. Inhale and exhale, relax the neck. And make some noise if you're alone or if nobody's around or you don't care. Inhale and then exhale. And these can be smaller or bigger, right? You decide on how big or small these circles are. One more time in this direction. And then next time you fold forward, switch directions. So hands are supporting this. You can even bring in a little cat-cow movement if that feels good. Kind of check in with your shoulders. But I really want your breath and heart to guide it. Yes, couple more breaths in this direction. We're still going that other direction. Yes, beautiful. And coming back to center. And let's all do a fold one more time. So again, option one, forearms come to the thighs. Rest your head down right here. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. All right. Maybe hands come down to the feet. Rest your head down, nodding your head. Yes. Yes, yes. I want to relax. No, no, no. I do not want to be stressed. Inhale. Hands come to the thighs if they're down. Pushing yourself up safely. Nice. Let's do a twist before we move on to some standing. So depending on your chair, first I'm going to first just grab the lower part of my chair. Okay, I'm finding length in the spine, and then you might even come to the top of the chair. Okay, but I want you to find length, inhale, and then we're going to exhale, turn over and look over to the left. Right hand might come to the left thigh, and then I'm going to twist just a little bit deeper. Let your eyes just look as far back as is possible. Imagine that in every inhale, you're finding length, and every exhale, you're twisting just a little bit more. And then keeping yourself in this twist, we're only going to move our eyes. Okay, so stay in the twist, inhale, and then we're going to exhale, look all the way to the right with your eyeballs. And then all the way to the left, and then one more time, and all the way to the left and to the right one more time. And then we're going to untwist and come back to center. So finding the length, maybe doing a little dance before you switch sides, right? I'm really into like fluid movements, right? This feels good for me. And I think it's, I don't know, I think I always had a theory is because of my thicker body, you know, that I needed just more fluid, but maybe that's just, I don't know, that's just how I am. All right. So back hand comes to the low part of the chair or to the top of the chair, depending on what kind of chair you have. Finding length, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes to the right thigh, twisting far behind you, looking as far back as you possibly can. Adjusting that back arm to really embrace that twist. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, twisting. Still breathing and noticing. And then we're going to stay here and just going to move your eyes. Okay, so I'm looking behind me and then I'm moving my eyes all the way to the left. That left corner of your eye, and then all the way to the right. And then one more time. Just your eyes moving, staying in the twist, and then coming back to center. Nice. Shake it out. Take the next minute to do anything your body needs, okay? And then we're going to come to some standing. But just know that if you don't want to come to standing, you'll be able to know the modifications because we did a lot of this stuff when we were doing seated, okay? So if you want to do a seated forward fold, stay on your seat. And if you want to come to standing, we'll see if we can still see me in the shot. Yeah, I'm just going to go like right here. Yeah. All right. So we're coming to standing. Feet are about hip width apart. Okay, so a little wider here. I'm on a little weird incline. So I'm just going to soften my knees. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, release the arms out. Soft face, soft jaw, soft knees. And then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Finding length, 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 feeling your heart opening, and then exhale, folding forward. You could also fold onto the chair. Okay, so folding forward, forearms come to the chair, pausing right here, or coming all the way down, hands to the floor, or opposite hand to opposite elbow. If your belly would like some room to breathe, bring those feet a little wider. Just folding forward. One more breath. Inhale halfway. If your hands are on the chair, you can lift up halfway. And fold one more time. Exhale. And then we're going to bend the knees, arms come wide. Inhale all the way up. Optional backward bend, engage the glutes, hips forward. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. All right, one more time. Find your center. Where is your weight? My body is supported by the earth every single moment. Just feeling into that support for a moment before we do our next fold. Really feeling into the support. Inhale, reach the arms out. As high as they go. They might even not even go that high. That's okay. Bend the knees, folding forward with the chair, without the chair. Letting that head and neck relax. Maybe even bend one knee very slowly at a time. Opening up the hamstrings just a little bit. Relax the head down. Inhale halfway, spine parallel to the floor, hands below or above the knees. Folding, exhale. Let's do that one more time with a big blubbering of our lips. So we're going to inhale halfway and then blubber. Bend the knees, arms wide, lift the heart up, beautiful. Optional backward bend, engage in the glutes, yes. Exhale, hands to heart center, beautiful. Shake it out one more time. I want you to really shake. I'm just feeling like the dancing today. I think it's just me, probably, obviously, but hopefully you're enjoying it too. Just taking a moment. And then we're gonna do a little bit of warrior one, but it's a little tricky with the chair. So depends on the chair. So if you want, you can do warrior one standing. If you can, reach the thigh over the chair and then bring the foot down. Okay, so I actually need a little bit of support, but I'm going to make it happen here. So ideally my foot would be planted on the floor. Okay, my hips are squared to the right. Again, I'm mirroring the camera. Okay, my right hand is on the chair. I might lead this left arm up or come into cactus arms and just pause here for a couple breaths. And again, if you have warrior one in your practice, you're welcome to do the standing. I'm actually going to extend this back leg out, this left leg out. It's just a little more comfortable for me in this particular pose. So just kind of adjust for your body. Your hands can come to your heart. Cactus arms or arms lifted. We're going to be here for 2 more breaths. I want you to feel the chest lifting up into your hands and relax the shoulders. You might even feel those shoulders coming back. One of my teachers says embrace that kind of back bend in this, and it kind of made me kind of think about that. So just embracing the tiniest backward bend here, right? Backward bend body. 1 more breath. And just doing your best to modify, and then hands come down. And we're going to switch sides. But before we switch sides, we're going to do a fold. So standing, seated, right? I'm going to stay seated. So I'm going to just do that seated fold. I'm just going to relax my neck down. I'm just going to look down here and just pause. 3 full breaths. 1 inhale and exhale is 1 cycle. So 3 cycles. Count at your pace. Hands come to the thighs. Pushing yourself up. Doing the other side, okay? So again, you can do the standing, or you can bring that left knee over the chair. Try not to smoosh a dog while you're doing it. And then I'm squaring my hips to the left, okay? And just check in with what this side is saying. These sides are totally different. Again, I actually do mostly standing with warrior poses. So whenever I do chair, I'm always like, there's different stuff going on here. Finding a nice hip extension here on that right side, right? And just seeing, do I want to raise my arms? Do I want to keep them hands to the heart? Cactus arms or arms up? Right? Feel the chest lifting up and the shoulders dropping back. And again, embracing that little bit of a sense of a backward bend. And again, adjust that back foot. I'm adjusting this foot too. So something's just a little off, right? So just 2 more breaths. I might tense somewhere, just notice. And where is their ease, right? There's tension, and then where's their ease? 1 more breath. And relax the hands down. And then we're going to come to standing. I want you to move the chair. And you can actually do this without standing. Okay, you just have to grab another chair. So just imagine there's a chair in front of me, and then I'm going to kind of fold forward. I'm holding onto a chair. So that's the modified version, okay? And then with the chair standing, if standing is available to you, we're going to come to our mountain pose. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the chair. Step your feet back, coming to a modified downward dog here. So again, you can stay seated and just grab onto a counter or a chair. And then I'm just going to bend 1 knee at a time. Opposite heel really pushes into the floor. I love teaching yoga off the mat, right? We don't need to have a mat to do yoga. Couple more breaths, relaxing the spine, reaching the hips back. My wrists are softly on the chair, so there's no added joint tension. All right, listen to my words. If you're looking down, you don't have to look at me. Walk your feet towards the chair. Bend the knees, arms wide. Lift the heart up. Beautiful. Optional backward breath. Engage the glutes and hands to heart center. Nice. Just take a moment here. Again, either keeping your hands to the heart. You can come to a seat if that's available, or just placing your hands over your heart. And notice where there's tension, and notice where there is not. The balance is always there for us to witness. The yin and the yang, the sun and the moon, the tightness, the ease. Just noticing where that is for you today, even as you're standing or if you're sitting. And we're going to do that downward dog with the chair. You can also use a counter if the chair is a little too low, or even your bed, right? If it's a high bed. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the tip of the chair. So again, you can use the top of the chair, turn it around, and then walk those feet back. Reach the hips back, and maybe bend one knee at a time. I'm going to walk my feet back a little bit further, and I'm going to feel the inside of my armpit even stretching here, right? And again, I don't want to bring any extra tension to my shoulders, just noticing. And if you have a sturdy enough chair, if it's not going to slip, you can come into kind of a modified plank here, and then pushing back into downward dog and add that in. It really depends on how strong your chair is. Definitely not any chairs that have wheels on them. Just coming into a plank. You can even come down on that plank, bend the elbows, coming up and back. So you decide which version you want to do. And just take the next minute to kind of explore what your body needs. Really checking in, especially virtual classes. If you've been taking a lot of virtual classes, listen and modify. Please modify, right? There's just no way for me to know what's good for your body, mind, heart, soul. So really just honoring wherever you're at and just modifying for your unique, amazing, brilliant body with its unique needs. Nice. And then we're going to all walk our feet towards the chair. Bend the knees, arms wide. Lift the heart up. Beautiful. I'm going to face the camera. We're going to grab onto one wrist. Okay, so my left hand's grabbing the right wrist. I'm finding length. I'm side bending over to the left. Again, I'm mirroring the camera. I thought it was a spider. Coming back to center. And inhale. Opposite hand grabs opposite wrist. And side bend to the other side. And my opposite heel is kind of engaging to the earth, right? So if you're side bending, I'll do that one more time on each side. So if you're going to the right, your left heel is engaged a little bit more. And then I like bring my arms down before I come up. If you're going to the left, that right heel is engaged just a little bit. Yes, beautiful. And again, you can come back to those chair side bends, right? Shake it out a little bit. Let's do some shoulder rolls. You keep the hands down. Okay, so we're going in one direction. We're inhaling and exhaling, the knees down. Option one is just keeping the hands down. Option two, bringing the arms into it. And option three, really bringing those arms. Yes. What is good for your body, and then the other direction, but start small. So we're switching directions. We're just doing some shoulder rolls here. I'm just softening the knees on every exhale, and then I might bring in my hands. Yes, yes, yes. And then I might bring the arms into it, almost kind of like I'm swimming through the air. Oh, creating this amazing space for myself. Yes, yes, yes. And then bringing the arms up, leave them up. You can always bring the arms down. Our legs are in a mountain pose, whether you're sitting or standing. Just taking 3 breaths here. Feeling into your own body's energy. Yeah. Oh, feel it, feel it, feel it. Oh, I'm going to have the sun on my face, and just imagine the sun's in your face. Even if you're not in the sun, just imagine it is. Yes. One more breath. And hands to the heart. If it's available, closing your eyes for a moment. Just feel the effects of this small practice, right? This little practice. It's a practice we're always doing, just being in touch with our bodies, but just kind of noticing, really noticing, wow, what's moving in my body? The blood is pumping into the heart, circulating through all the veins, oxygen coming into our lungs, nervous system working to move our limbs, all the things that food digesting in our intestines from something we ate or drank earlier. So many things happening even as we are still, and just taking these moments, even if it's 2 moments a day, right, to just notice my body is breathing. I have a breath. And just take the next moment to either do a fold, do a downward dog that we did, really just kind of listen to what your body's wanting, right? And just take a minute to kind of honor whatever it is that you're wanting right now. If you have a mat, you might even come into kind of your own child pose. I'm going to come into a squat here with the chair. So I'm using the support of the chair. I'm going to drop my hips. Just coming into a squat. That's what I'm feeling like right now. So that might not be available to you. Just using the support of this amazing, every time I squat, I think of the billions of people that squat every day, you know, and I just wish I was raised that way. Just taking a couple breaths wherever you are. Again, you don't have to be squatting, but if you are, awesome. Dropping the hips, feeling the heart lifting up, softening the face wherever you are. And then we're going to come back to our seat. So again, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. What feels shaking, shaking. All right. And then I just recently learned a really cool modification with a chair for pigeon pose. So option 1 is going to be what often people call figure 4. Okay, so you bring one ankle up to one thigh. Okay, and then you can also use a strap. Okay, if this is not available to you, you can use a strap and place it over the shin and just kind of, and you can extend that bottom leg, you know, so if that's not available, you can use a strap here. We're just trying to get a little bit of a hip opener on that right side, okay, flexing those bottom toes. So option 1 is kind of low like this, option 2 coming up like this, and then option 3, okay, so stay right there if that's, you're like, oh my gosh, Anne, it's too many options, but I'm all about accessibility, okay, so that's my thing. You're gonna bring your ankle to the chair and you're going to kind of sit back. So if you're used to pigeon pose, I'm actually still opening this left hip, and then I'm getting a nice hip extension on that right side, and then I'm going to kind of rest my forearms down. Okay, so just pausing here. So this is the modified version without using a mat. And whichever version you're doing, just hang out there for a few breaths. Okay, can you relax somewhere? Taking a few breaths. I'm going to come back to the seated version, but I just wanted to show you that version. I just learned it recently. I was like, that's kind of neat. So we're back to that. And then if you're in the seated version, you can bring it, even if it's available, the hand comes to that right foot, and then the right hand comes to the thigh, and you're just kind of pushing that thigh away and then bringing that foot a little closer. You can even move that foot up towards your thigh and breathe. We're still on that same side for just a few more breaths, but please take care of your body. This is often really tight for a lot of people, mostly from the sitting we all do, right? So just taking a couple breaths, just honoring the body, bringing as much love as we can to our beautiful temples with all their amazing little nooks and crannies and hallways. Taking a breath. And releasing that foot down, and don't just switch sides just yet, okay? I know it's tempting, so just pause for a moment here, come back to the tip of the chair. Again, notice if you started slouching a little bit, bring support to the back body, just pause for a moment, just feel into the difference between the left leg and the right. Lengthening on the inhale, finding strength and lengthening, and then exhale, relaxing into this pose, relaxing the belly. Just a few more breaths like this. What's the temperature like in the room now? What are the sounds like in the room now? And what is that texture of your breath? Always coming back to the breath. And then we're going to switch sides from there. So you decide on the version you want, right? Do you want to try it with the chair like I showed you? I'm going to just stay right here because I know my right side's a little tighter, right? Even though I'm mirroring you. So just kind of notice the difference between this side and the other side, and just try not to have judgment. Wow, this side's so much different. Why is this side different? Interesting. What an interesting thing. Is it because I'm right-handed? I'm left-handed? Because I stubbed my toe earlier this year and it's still healing? So many different reasons. My knee, you know, so many different reasons. Just taking a couple more breaths here. And again, adjusting that foot, bringing it up the thigh or below the thigh, and then pushing that thigh away. Soft face, soft forehead. Even bringing in a little smile, even if you really don't feel like it, just pretend for just a moment. Just taking 2 more breaths here. And releasing that foot down very slowly. And just pausing for a moment to just notice. Just notice the effect of the body. And then we're going to kind of bring all the things that we've already done standing and seated into a brief, just 5-minute practice, just so you can kind of have it in your head. So often moving the spine back in a backward bend, forward fold, side to side, and twist, twist, right? We want to move the spine as many directions as we can, okay? So that's often kind of, we don't really think about it that way, right? We think about it as kind of a linear way, or like the front body and the back body, but just kind of think of it like our beautiful snake, our beautiful river, right? Whatever kind of analogy or metaphor that works for you to be connected to your spine. Okay, so we started with hands at the bottom of the chair or with the strap. Okay, so you can grab the strap, squeeze the shoulders back, inhale, and then fold. Okay, folding forward. Coming back up to center, side bend, whichever version worked for you. You can also interlace the fingers and just kind of go to each side here, or drop one hand down, side bend, and then twist, twist. Your version. So my forearm comes to the top of my chair in a really nice way here. And again, I'm doing this fast because I just want you all to register it in your head. So we're going to do that one more time. Little tiny backward bend, opening the chest, inhale, exhale, folding forward. Hands to the thigh, hands come down, pushing into the feet, coming up. Side bend, whichever version worked for you. Side bend, so many different ways, just opening the side body, and then twisting, twisting. Nice. Okay, so even if you just did that every day, believe me, your spine, your central nervous system will thank you. Oof, look at all that movement. Yeah. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just gonna notice what's going on with your body. Shake out one wrist, however fast, however slow, then the other wrist. And then one ankle. Any way you want to shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then the other ankle. It's a good one to do with kids. Let's do that one more time. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. One more time. 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, one more time. 1, 1, 1, 1. Can tell I have a lot of fun by myself. All right, shake it out, shake it out. And then we're gonna extend our legs. So if you have a strap, you can use the strap. So I'm gonna just place it over my foot out in front of me, okay? So you can also do it without the strap. It just takes a little more effort. And then if you don't wanna do it with the strap, just keep the knee bent and keep it low, okay? So we're just gonna extend the foot out and relaxing the shoulders back. I'm just gonna hold this for 3 breaths. Yes, relaxed face. And again, you can, it's the modified version, right? Bending that knee a little bit. Yeah, feeling into that strength. Yes, one more breath. And release that foot down. Switching sides with or without the strap. And extending that other side. And then I have to, my shoulders instantly tighten. So just relax the shoulders back. My elbows are slightly bent. Couple more breaths. You got it. And release. Nice. And really allowing, so we're kind of getting towards the slower part of our practice, but I want you to just take a minute to kind of check in with what your body needs. Do you need a standing fold? Do you need to just pause if you're like, oh, that was actually quite a workout for me. I have some time to rest for a moment. I want you to just really feel into what your body needs. I'm just going to kind of check in with my neck. That's what my body needs. Just checking in with each side of my neck. So just honoring wherever you were at. Noticing the breath. Honoring where you're at. Always a nice place to regroup and reground, whatever you're doing in life. And then just finishing up whatever movement you have to find a place to be still, whether that means grabbing some props, maybe the temperature in the room has changed, maybe you need to put socks on. But I want you to imagine that there's the most perfectly shaped rock behind you. It's the perfect temperature, the perfect texture, and you're gently leaning back on it. Just gently leaning back. It's just made for your body, the contours of your amazing body. And if you're not already closing your eyes or just looking down, just not looking at the screen. I invite you to just not look at the screen or close your eyes. And just take a big inhale and a long exhale. If it's available, breathing in and out through your nose. And if it's not, just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we're going to do some belly breathing. So you're welcome to bring one hand to your belly, but I want to make sure there doesn't bring any extra tension into your shoulders. So I want you to have really nice relaxed shoulders, and maybe one or even both hands might come to your belly. And you're going to inhale deeply and exhale fully. And if it helps you to count to come into this rhythmic belly breathing, you're welcome to count. Inhale to 3, 4, or even 5. And slowly exhale, counting to 6, 8, or 10. Doing this for several rounds. And if your mind gets distracted and you lose count, you're like, what was I doing? Just inhale deeply and exhale fully. Just start over. Just gonna do this for a couple minutes. Just notice that relationship to your hand and your belly, pushing out and pushing in. And we're not bringing any extra pressure to the hands. They're just slowly moving with the belly. It's really allowing your eyes to soften, the belly to soften. Allowing and inviting rest. And you can continue breathing like this if it feels comfortable and helping you relax, or just come to your normal, spontaneous breath for the next couple minutes. And just focusing on what parts of your body are moving as you are breathing. And let this be the only thing you're doing as much as you're able to. I'm just taking 3 more full breaths, counting full breath cycles, just counting at your pace, really being in touch with every inhale and every exhale and all that moves as we do this task we do every moment we're alive. And then coming back to your normal spontaneous breath if you haven't done that already. Start to just wiggle your fingers and your toes, check in with your wrists, check in with your ankles, your knees, your hips, shoulders, your neck. And then you're going to keep your gaze down, open your eyes, just look at your legs, and just give yourself a little massage with your hands, and just thank your legs. No matter how complicated your relationship is, you might even reach down to your shins or your calves and your feet. Just sending our legs some love today for holding you up, even as we're seated, and all that they do. Super love you, leg. Super love you, other leg. You're just going to brush down your arms 3 times on each side, just thanking your arms, thanking your fingers. Thank you. Super appreciate you typing in Zoom and then 3 times to come to class today. It's really brushing with your whole body brushing. We're going to bring our hands together to our forehead as a reminder of clear thinking. Your lips, bring them to your lips as a reminder of clear speaking, and to your heart as a reminder of clear intentions, inner peace, and love to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. Again, I'm Angie Love with Big Yoga Life. I'm actually offering this is part of Global Turn On, but I'm actually offering this every Tuesday and Thursday, chair yoga. And then the other 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing mat yoga. So feel free to join me for the coming months virtually if you like the class. Thanks so much.